Biden's approval rating gotten worse since the arrest, or not? No. Donald Trump hasn't been thrown in jail yet, but since the uh trial, said that Trump was guilty. So Biden's disapproval rating has actually gone up from 57, I think, which was hovering around. But you can go see here before the conviction, Biden's approval rating was higher, but is now going back down to net negative 23%. Of course, it isn't as low as this, which I think this was after Roe v. Wade was overturned and the Inflation Reduction Act was signed, and Biden's approval rating has actually recovered, definitely, but has declined ever since then. And I think that the Trump thing is gonna be on here, but Biden's approval rating has declined even more. So Biden has a disapproval rating in almost every state besides Hawaii and Massachusetts. Obviously, some of these people are not going to vote at all, and some of these people are going to be voting for third-party candidates. There's a large slew of liberal third-party candidates, including the Libertarian Party. I almost called them the Liberal Party, but the Libertarian candidate. You have RFK, you have Cornel West. You have all of these third-party candidates. Trump is the only real option for conservatives and independents who do not like wokeness or liberals. And, of course, a lot of these people can vote for third-party candidates. It's happening the most in the New England states like Vermont and New Hampshire and Massachusetts. Well, a lot more of these people either not going to vote or there's going to be less turnout as well. So Biden's approval rating has basically gone down. Apparently, there's some polls where Trump is surging as well, but Biden is only up in 2 states, Hawaii and Massachusetts. So it's extremely likely that he's going to win both Hawaii and Massachusetts. If we go this by map here, I don't think Kay is going to win any electoral votes, but look at the map here. This is the Joe Biden approval rating map. So Biden, any of these darker red states, I think Biden should definitely be worried in any of these darker red states. So of course Biden is never going to win any of the states that Trump won. I think these are out of the window at this point. These states already voted for Trump. I don't see them flipping even now. But some of these states are pretty concerning. The first one is Nevada. Biden has a 58% disapproval in Nevada. And of course, some of these people could also vote for Kennedy. So this is a pretty bad numbers for Biden, and Biden will probably lose Nevada. We're not be going through, we're going to be putting Hawaii and Massachusetts as safe blue, and probably Vermont. Okay, a lot of these people, he's just going to lose voters to RFK. I don't think these people are going to flip towards Trump. But we can go back to the country map as well, and we can go to Arizona. Biden is at a similar approval in Arizona. He's at 62% disapproval in Arizona. Basically the same as Nevada. So basically, going by approval and going by the third parties, Trump should be able to win Arizona. This is just going by Joe Biden's job approval rating. So next state, we're not including any states that Trump won. Michigan. You're like, oh, Michigan? How could Michigan be this high? Of course, Michigan's at 60% disapprove and 4% approve. Of course, not all of these people could be voting for Trump, obviously, but let's just assume that 34% of people actually vote for Joe Biden. Of course, 60% of these people might not even vote, or will probably vote for third-party candidates. This brings it down to like Trump winning a similar amount to last time, and Trump will probably win Michigan. The last state that Biden should be really concerned about, should definitely be concerned about, is Pennsylvania, this state here. So, Pennsylvania, Biden won it by like 2 points. And Biden is down. Pennsylvania by net 25%. Biden is not winning Pennsylvania. What about the rest of these states? Now we go over the rest of the states. So, California, I think Biden's winning that state. He's going to do way worse in California than he usually does, but he's going to win that state. Or most certainly, because a lot of these people that's going to vote for third parties, they're not going to vote for Trump. It's California. Colorado, same deal. They're just going to vote for RFK. They're not going to vote for Trump. I think it's going to be much closer. Connecticut, same thing. It is very close with disapproval, which means these people might just vote for RFK, and Biden will probably win that state. Delaware, this is a very interesting one, because Biden's doing, this is battery. Like, most people ignore Delaware, even like the polls. They always say, oh, Biden's going to win Delaware very quickly. Okay, I think people underestimate the chances in Delaware, but same thing in Maryland and D.C. Biden might still win Delaware, as these people might just vote for third parties. Like, but again, Delaware is such an ignored state because it's no electoral votes. But all the polls are saying that Biden will probably win that state anyways. Next is Illinois. So Illinois is minus 10 approval. I think Biden will probably win that state because of Chicago. Next is Iowa's actually doing, Biden's actually doing worse in Arizona and Nevada than he is in Iowa. That's interesting, but he's going to probably lose that state either way. That's a Trump state. Trump won that state. Maine is a weird state, as a lot of people might vote for the third-party candidate. I think Trump might be able to win Maine and New Hampshire simply because of RFK Jr. being on the ballot. Any other states. So we have Georgia, which we didn't actually cover Georgia yet. I actually forgot Georgia. Let's go to Georgia. Georgia is at a similar disapproval rate to many southern states. 60% disapprove and 31% approve, which means Biden will probably not win Georgia. And we can also factor in another southern state, which he's also polling disastrously poor. Virginia, he's at a negative 55% disapprove. I think Biden might barely win Virginia, but I think there's a possibility he actually might lose the state. Now let's go over the rest of the states. So, let's clear out Virginia. New Mexico, down 55%, which is actually the same as Iowa, which is pretty strange. But I think Biden might barely win New Mexico. The next is these last states. Next is Oregon, which is down 54%. I think a lot of these people might just vote for RFK. Okay, Washington State, which is actually negative 10 Biden. He's probably winning that state. Minnesota. Third parties, a lot of these people going to vote for third parties. Trump might actually do the same in Minnesota. Trump might actually win the state of Minnesota because of all these third parties running against Biden, which would be pretty strange. Then it was Wisconsin, which Biden is down 12. I think Trump, given the polls, he might barely squeak a win in. This is a state he can actually win. And then rest is not least as a free. There's New York, negative 6 Biden. New Jersey, negative 12 Biden. And Rhode Island, negative 10 Biden. Again, most likely Biden's going to probably win all 3 states. But again, the single-digit polls in New York and New Jersey should be very concerning for Joe Biden. And this is even after the conviction of Donald Trump. It seems that the map has not changed at all if you're going by Joe Biden's approval rating. And also, Trump's approval rating actually went up, which could be even more concerning for Biden, as that some of these states might actually flip as more average Americans be angry at Joe Biden, which means I think 2 states in question might actually flip: New Mexico and Virginia. These 2 states, you'd be like, oh, these are very unlikely states to flip. But again, Virginia is it's probably be very close, and New Mexico is gonna be very close. These are states that are not really being polled that much now, but I think these states should be included in the swing state map. Same thing with Minnesota, and of course Georgia and North Carolina. I think this is the swing state map of 2024, and I think the rest of these states also have to include New Hampshire and Maine at once, and Nebraska second. So this election cycle, we have 128 total swing votes. Trump is favored to win most of these. Biden's favored to win Minnesota, New Mexico, and Virginia. And maybe Maine and New Hampshire. But he's doing poorly in those states because of foreign parties, saving of Minnesota and Wisconsin. So the only states that Biden might win at this point is New Mexico and Virginia. And as of the backlash towards the conviction goes, well, look at the donation numbers for Donald Trump, gained 35 million donations, and his approval rate actually going up, at least according to one poll. Again, we don't have any other polls. And also we have Joe Biden's approval rating, which is also, this is what we're basing this video off of, his approval rating as well. Which, of course, a lot of these voters could vote for foreign parties, obviously, but I don't think Biden's going to lose any of these safe blue states unless the support gets unless a drastic, massive, bad thing happens to Joe Biden, like that tanks his approval rating even more in many of these blue states. But that's it about this video here. Goodbye.